What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're talking about something very interesting happening in South Korea's financial market. On Monday market opening, investors were pulling out money out of Korean stocks, creating a selling pressure across the whole market throughout the whole system. But at the same time, one of the most important figures in the global technology industry, Jensen Hyun, was also in South Korea. So, why are investors selling Korean stocks while one of the biggest AI leaders in the world is visiting the country? Let's break it down. There are a few reasons. Firstly, let's look at the global investors that are becoming more cautious due to uncertainty around economic growth, inflation, interest rate expectations. Secondly, some investors may be taking profits after strong gain in the Korean technology stocks. But not forgetting, thirdly, that global funds are constantly moving money between markets in search of the best return, meaning South Korea is competing with markets around the world for investment capital. What's interesting is that this selling comes while Jin Sun Hyun, the CEO of NVIDIA, has been in South Korea. His visit highlights just how important South Korea is to the global AI and semiconductors industry. South Korean companies such as Samsung Electronics and SK Hynix are key suppliers of the advanced memory chips used in AI systems. Demand for AI technology continues to grow rapidly, and South Korea remains at the center of that growth. The short term market reaction and the long term AI story may actually be two different things. Investors pulling out money today doesn't necessarily mean they're bearish on South Korea's future. Many analysts see strong long-term potential in South Korean technology and semiconductors company because of their role in artificial intelligence, high-performance computing, and the next generation chips. That's why Jensen Hu's visit is very important. It reinforces South Korea's strategy, performance in the global AI race. Let's look into what the CEO had to say about this.
NVIDIA and SK Hynix have entered into a multi-year technology partnership to advance next-generation memory technologies for AI factories.
Today we announced a long-term partnership with SK. SK is our largest memory partner. Without SK's partnership, today's AI industry would not have developed as wonderfully as it has.
Another factor that we need to look into is oil prices that are also rising. It's very important to also know that this factor is putting pressure on the market in these recent rises in oil prices. Higher oil price increase transportation and manufacturing costs for businesses. Since South Korea imports mostly its energy, rising oil prices can be directly impacting the economy. While oil rises, investors may often worry about inflation returning, which could lead to higher cost of consumers and lower profit margins. This creates another reason why some investors may actually reduce the risk to move money out of the market, especially in the short term. So when we put everything together, we have three major stories happening at the same time. First, foreign investors are pulling out of Korean stocks, creating selling pressure in the market. Secondly, oil prices are rising increasingly, which concerns the inflation and higher business conducts. And thirdly, NVIDIA CEO visit reminds us that South Korea remains one of the most important countries in the global AI and semiconductors. While the market may be facing short-term challenges, the long-term growth story for South Korea technology sector remains strong. The real question is, are investors making a mistake by selling now, or are they preparing for tougher times ahead? Let me know what you think in the comment section. If you enjoyed this video, make sure that you comment, like, subscribe, and turn on your post notification for updates in the Korean economy, investing in global markets. Thank you for watching. Goodbye. See you next time.